Okay, guys, it is week 4 of Up. Week four of Up. And we are so glad that you're joining us again today. I'm Pastor Ken. It's a Monday, or it might be a Tuesday that you're watching this, but I'm so glad you're with us. In a moment, you're going to go to crafts, then you're going to go to games, then you're going to have a quick break, then you're going to have a time of worship, then you're going to have your teaching, then we'll come back here for closing, and then you'll go to your small groups. Thanks for joining us. Have a great time tonight. I'll see you in just a little bit.
It's Miss Leanne. We're going to go and do a craft today, okay? Just like every week, we're going to do a craft. This week, our story is about God's plan for Abraham. And God told Abraham that he told him, look at the sky and count the stars, and that's how big your family is going to be, okay? That is a lot of stars, right? I don't think I could count them. Do you think you could count them? I don't know. Let's look at our craft, okay? We're gonna make something that has to do with stars, okay? So in your packet, you should have received a cardboard tube, okay? A glow stick, a piece of paper with 2 circles on it, and a paper clip, okay? So what you're going to do is you're gonna start with the cardboard tube, and you can decorate this any way you want. You'll have some stickers in your bag, so you can put some stickers on it, or you can color it any way you want, okay? Then you're going to cut out your circle. We gave you 2 just in case you needed 2, okay? Cut out your circle, and what you'll do is you can either tape it onto your cardboard tube, or you can put like a rubber band around it, okay? Whatever you have at home to secure it onto the top, okay? Then you're gonna take your paper clip and you're gonna just open it up. If you need help, you can ask your parents to help you. And you're gonna poke lots of holes in the lid of your circle that you put on, okay? Lots and lots of holes. Then you take your glow stick and break it open and put it into the bottom of the cardboard tube. And you can go into the bathroom or in your bedroom and turn off the lights when it's dark, and you'll see all the lights come through the holes that you poked through, okay? Another way you can do it is you can use a flashlight, and you can turn the flashlight on and put it right over the end of the cardboard tube, okay? You can, if you do it with a flashlight, you can point it at the ceiling, okay? This flashlight has lots of buttons to push, okay? So you can put it at the ceiling and see all the stars on the ceiling, okay? That's your craft. Have fun. Go make it. Bye-bye.
What's up? We are back. Myself, Noah, and my best friend, Seth.
What's up?
We are here to explain to you a fun game we have for you tonight. So you will need items around your house, friends and family to play with you. And so my friend Seth will explain the game now.
All right, so the items you're gonna need around your house: oven mitts and or socks. If you don't have oven mitts that you want to use for this, yeah, use socks, and you guys could participate in this game. So what we want you to do is you're gonna have to open some sort of beverage, some sort of food, whatever you have around your house. If you do want to go out, you can get some candy. Tonight we're going to be using Starburst as it's upside down. You're going to use some Starburst. So what you want to do is, who could ever open a Starburst first while wearing your oven mitts? Pretty simple, and as many people can play as they want. But you guys, this is a competition. Remember, no cheating.
I have a question.
Okay.
If we play a game, how many Starbursts can we get in our mouth? Is that okay?
If they have no wrapper on them.
Of course.
Yes.
Once I unwrap a Starburst, can
You
I
can
put it
put
in
it
my
in your mouth
and see how
and
many can I get in my mouth?
Consume it. Yeah.
That's one way of playing, but we're going to play a very simple way. But if you want an advanced way, try that one.
This is whoever opens it first. And we'll say whoever opens it first and eats it. Unless you are allergic to that item you're opening, do not eat that. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you guys ready? You ready? Alright, we're gonna go.
I'm going to pick this.
We can start
I want this
with
big
them
one
in
right
your
here.
hand. I'm gonna actually take this guy.
This goes out of here.
Blue's my lucky color. Alright, we're gonna go. Hands on the table to start. We'll go in 3, 2, 1.
No! Can we use our mouth?
No.
socks have better grip.
Note out there, socks do give you a better grip. So
So
maybe
Seth,
go with the socks
Seth,
instead
are
of
these-
the oven mitts.
Are these the socks you were wearing?
Oh. Those were the socks I was wearing it this morning when I was working
They're
out.
not clean.
Wait, I lost my burst. There it is. Damn it, what's...
Oh. I almost got one side open. Oh.
Oh, it's going.
Oh!
Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah!
Just wait till I finish. Gotta finish strong.
Come on, Noah! You can do it! You can do it! I believe in you.
Ready? Hold on, I got it. Ready?
Oh, with style. And that's the game for tonight. Enjoy. Don't eat too much sugar. Have fun.
High five. Other one.
Yeah.
Romans to Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st Timothy, 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, and Hebrews, and James, and 1st Peter, 2nd Peter, 1, 2, 3 John, Jude, and Revelation, 1, 2, 3 John, Jude, and Revelation. Hey, hey, he is the truth, the life, the way. He is the truth, the life, the only way. The truth, the life, the way. He is the truth, the life, the only way. The New Testament. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts, Romans to Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st Timothy, 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, and Hebrews, and James, and 1st Peter, 2nd Peter, 1, 2, 3 John, Jude, and Revelation, 1, 2, 3 John, Jude, and Revelation. Truth, the life, the way. He is the truth, the life, the only way. The truth, the life, the way. He is the truth, the life, the only way. The New Testament song. The New Testament The lions may grow weak and hungry. The lions may grow weak and hungry. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. The lions may grow weak and hungry. The lions may grow weak and hungry. Yeah, yeah. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Hey.
All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Yes, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Yes, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Yes, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Oh yeah!
Psalms 34:10. 34:10.
All right, welcome guys, welcome. Hopefully you had a good start of your night. So today we are still going to be in Genesis. I have a question for you guys though. My question is, what is faith? When I ask you what faith is, what comes to your mind? Maybe it is trusting, being able to trust your parents. Maybe it is being able to trust your brothers and sisters. One example I have for you guys is sitting down in a chair. So whenever we see a chair, we go to a restaurant, or we're going to a church, we're going to school, we sit in a lot of different places. And those chairs that we sit on, those benches that we sit on, we are putting our faith in it that when we sit down, it is going to hold us up. We are not too worried about it breaking, falling over or anything like that. Well, not all the time. We might see some chairs are a little bit older than others, maybe. They don't look as sturdy. We might second guess chairs that look like that. But most of the time, we're not questioning when we sit down on something whether it is going to hold us up or not. We see the Bible tells us this is what faith is. So it says in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1, it says this: "Now faith is being sure of what we hope for, and certain of what we do not see." So faith being certain of things we don't see. How could we be certain of something that we don't see? By who we put our faith in. If we are putting our faith in the right person, we know that everything will be able to work itself out in the end. In today's story, we are going to see a man named Abraham do just that. He is putting his faith in a certain person, and that person is God. So Genesis, we're going to be Genesis chapter 12 tonight. That's where we're going to start. In Genesis chapter 12. And in the beginning, God asked at that point, his name is Abram. So God asked Abram to do something for him. And what is asked of him takes a lot of faith. This is what was asked. Chapter 12, verse 1. The Lord said to Abram, "Leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land I will show you." That's it. He says, leave everything you know behind and go to the land I will show you. He doesn't say go to this land. He's not telling him where to go yet. He said, I will show it to you. Like, eventually you will know where I'm calling you. But he says, leave your country, leave those you know behind. Now, it's not everyone behind. He was able to take his wife and nephew along. But for the most part, those relationships he had in that community that he was living in, leave them behind. Those friends, leave them behind. Follow me and put your faith in me is what he's asking him to do. I know God has a plan for our lives. And a lot of the times, in order to see what that plan is, we need to put our faith in God. And if we're putting our faith in God, He will show us what that plan is. That plan He has for us, He will reveal to us in time. And God asked him to do this, and that's exactly what happens. He takes his family and he goes. It is often hard to go somewhere where we don't know what's going to happen. But what it does take is a step of faith. I love movies. I love going to the movies, watching movies. And I am a big cinema fan. One movie I really enjoy is called Indiana Jones. So there's a few different ones. This one was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So towards the end of the movie, Indiana Jones, he's on a quest to find the Holy Grail. And in order to get to where the Grail should be, he is asked to go through certain tests. And a few of the first tests one is testing his knowledge. One is testing other aspects of him. But the final one, he gets through the first two unscathed. He's unharmed. He's good to go. And he gets to the last one, and he comes to a giant opening in a cave. And he needs to get from one side of that opening to the other side. Too far to jump. But he has an instruction, a book of instructions with him. And it's giving him pointers on what to do. And in this case, it's asking him to put his faith on the test. His faith. He can't see anything between him and the other doorway. But what it's asking him to do is take a step of faith. So we see him. He's Indiana Jones. He's out there on that ledge. Looking back, there's nowhere to go. Looking forward, it looks like there's nowhere to go. But often we're asked to take that first step of faith, not knowing what is going to happen. So we see him. He's preparing himself. With a few deep breaths he takes, he lifts up his foot, and he takes that first step. And it lands on a bridge. And as he starts to walk across that bridge, it appears before him. He had no way of knowing that it was actually something there to hold him up. But that's what faith is. That's what the Bible tells us faith is. Stepping out when we are called to go somewhere, and putting our full faith in God. And I think he asks us to do that a lot more than we might realize sometimes. And when we are able to put our full faith in him, he's going to be able to take our lives and do remarkable things with it. When we are able to trust God with our whole life, not just parts of it, he's able to do remarkable things with that. In our story of Abram, God has promised him a few different things. He's promised him this. It says in chapter 12, verse 2. It says, I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. He says, I'm going to make you into a great nation. All I'm requiring from you is your faith. I need your faith in following what I'm asking you to do. Sometimes what we're asked to do isn't always easy. Sometimes it is not always our plans either. Often in times in my life, I've been asked to do something that I didn't have part of my plans. I've been asked to do this, or I've been asked to make this move, cut out some of those friends in my life that were bad influences. Those weren't part of my plans. But when we're following God with full faith, He's going to take that obedience to Him and use you in ways you could not even imagine at times. Just like He was able to use Abraham in ways that he wasn't able to imagine. So we look on, and we're going to see what some of those promises were for Abraham. So we'll go to chapter 15. Go to chapter 15 and we're going to go to verse 5. Now it says this. He took him outside. Sorry, we're going to start at verse 4. Then the word of the Lord came to him. This man will not be your heir, but a son coming from your own body will be your heir. He took him outside and said, "Look up at the heavens and count the stars. If indeed you can count them." Then he said to him, so shall your offspring be. So we heard him promise before that God was going to make him into a great nation. And we see a promise to him in a vision just right now, saying he's going to give him a son. This person who was supposed to be the heir, or who Abram feels is going to become the heir, he said, that's not true. You don't have to worry about it. I have it taken care of. I'm going to give you a son. He said, look up at the stars. If you can count them, so your offspring will be. Meaning he's going to have heirs that innumerable to count, and uncountable. Those are the promises God was given to Abram. And again, all it took was his faith. And I say all it takes, and it doesn't mean it's going to be an easy thing. Faith is hard sometimes. Faith takes a lot to give. Giving up control sometimes isn't the easiest thing for us to do. But when we are giving the control to God, we don't have to worry about what the outcome is going to be. Let's look a little bit further, and we're going to go to chapter 17. And at chapter 17 it says this: when Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to him and said, I am God Almighty. Walk before me and be blameless. I will confirm my covenant between you, and you will greatly increase your numbers. I will make nations of you, and kings will come from you. Again, we see that same promise that God has now given Abraham 3 times. That promise of making great nations for him. And throughout the story of Abraham, we see his faith get tested over and over again. And he is always being able to show his faith in God, no matter what the circumstances are. Are we able to show our faith in God, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what our plans might be? We might feel incapable of some things. We might feel that it's better suited for someone else. I felt that way before. I used to work up at a camp called Hume Lake. And now this one time in particular, we had a camp going on. And I was supposed to go and get dinner. But as I'm walking from the boathouse to the dining hall, I see a kid, and I recognized him from earlier in the week. And he's just kind of sitting by himself on this log, just not really looking at anybody, not really looking up, just head kind of down, not looking at the happiest. And I was like, okay, like kind of slowed down, peeked over, seeing what was going on, if he was hurt or anything like that. It didn't look like it. So I keep walking, and I keep feeling this tug on my heart. I need to go and talk with him. But no, something made me turn around and go back. And by something, I mean God pulling at my heart. So I go back and sit down, we have a conversation, we're talking. I find out that a few weeks before him coming up to camp, he lost one of his parents to cancer. So happens I myself had lost a parent to cancer when I was about his age. And we were able to talk, we were able to make that connection. I sat there and talked with him for about an hour. And we were just able to make that connection. And later in the week, towards the end of the week, at one of our fireside talks at night, he came up to me at the end and he said, "Could I ask you a question?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "How do I follow God? How can I have God in my life?" And without making that connection with him earlier in the week, he would never have come up to me. When we were talking, I found out that he said that it was because of that conversation he felt comfortable enough coming up to me. I found out that his counselor that was with him didn't even know about his parents or his parent. And it's because I was able to put aside what I wanted. I was able to trust God that what he had and his plan for me at that time was greater than I could have imagined. And he was able to use me and in this kid's life. God was able to use Abraham to do great things, and he fulfilled promises to Abraham because Abraham said, "I'm going to step out in faith and I'm going to follow you." We need to step out in our own lives and say we're going to follow God and what he has for our lives. Let's go ahead and pray. Father, I just thank you for this story of Abraham. Thank you for the reminder of faith and what that looks like in our own lives. It's not what we want, but it's what you want, and how we could follow you, and how you're going to be able to use us when we do that. I just thank you for how you work through each of us. Be with us as we go throughout the rest of our week, and pray this in your name. Amen. Thank you.
Hey everybody, we're back. It's the closing of Up tonight. Week 4 has been a great week. I hope you learned your verse and you're ready to say it in small groups. Hope you worked on your craft and you can show that in small groups. Hope you played that game tonight. Great game. And I hope you earned some points for your team, the blue team or the orange team. And later this week we'll announce which team's winning. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.